Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you, Hooker. Green. I see, I am finally. Thank you. Here I are. Coffee. Water. Coffee. Water. Coffee. It's coffee time with Dad. You know better. Water up Uranus. I will enjoy my cup of coffee or caffeine, and I don't give a fuck. Ugh. What are you doing in there?
Getting the sugar.
Oh. Now, which mug would you like to chug today?
Dick sucking.
After last night, yes, you are the dick sucking champ of.
I used the fuck machine on my mouth.
You used the fuck machine on. Oh my god.
Dad, everyone just saw your ass crack.
Good morning. Blood for the gods. Coffee with the coffee pot. Ah. Enough. I've gone blinder. Oh, come on. You've seen my butt before. You know, Matt, no, I haven't yet. I'm sorry. Hold on one second here. Okay, you guys saw my ass. Matt, where did you post the photo? Probably in there. Oh, look, Zach got his official Shut the Fuck Up Firestorm coffee mug.
Pretty.
Oh, that is pretty, Matt. I could go for a dark joke right now, too.
Get your fat ass back here.
Get your fat ass back here. I like that, Matt. That looks nice. I like it. I have seen the Grand Canyon. Oh my god, people. It's ass! Everyone's got one.
I need this bumper sticker.
Earl's in the trunk.
You know the reference, correct?
Yes.
Good.
The ditzy chicks.
Mm-hmm. Punisher actually sent me that song when I was bitching about my divorce one day.
Yeah.
He's like, just listen to the song and enjoy.
Earl's gotta die.
My Earl's gotta die. Goodbye, Earl.
Well, hey, at least I can say I've seen the Grand Canyon and I've lived because the glass did crack. You guys are really good at giving somebody a complex. I hope you realize that.
Giving someone what complex?
A complex about my ass.
Oh.
And Zach, I saw you got your official Shut the Hell Up Firestorm coffee mug. Oh, look, there's a really pretty picture of Tack. There's a really weird picture of Squirrel and her dog.
Ew, squishy.
Oh, looks like Hybrid had her baby. Okay. So... Well, at least you guys aren't members of the chat, or the staff chat, because
Time to stretch.
you would constantly be seeing pictures of my ass then. Okay, stretch. Ah! Stop it! Leave my nipples alone! No! No! I mean, I could do the same thing to your nipples. That was probably the only thing that didn't get played with on your body
No, they
last
did
night.
too. They did too.
Oh, wow. Hey, Michael and Lisa.
Nothing on my body was safe last night.
Oh, jeez. I clipped twice already. Make that 3 clip. Oh, God. Coffee. I am extra tired, no reason. Nope. I am too, honestly. I'm pretty wore out still for
Did
some
you
reason.
wake up at some point and go back to bed? Because I had to wake you up at 11:20.
Yeah, I did. I woke up at like 8:30 and I went back to bed.
Well,
So,
at least it wasn't a weekday.
we have some questions
Questions.
from the Discord group that we can answer. Dark joke. So I have brain tumor. He gave me 60 days to live. So I shot him. The judge gave me 25 to life. Oh, God.
Yeah, we just said that
Yeah.
Howard had her baby. You want me to, Jessica asked if you want her to smother you with her titties.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please. Yes, yes. Hey, good morning, Apple. How are you?
I find the first question funny because it's already out.
Hybrid. My question is, I have a week and a half until my due date. I already dropped, and
At full term,
at
with,
full
my
term with my
pregnancy,
pregnancy,
what do you think I'll be having? What day do you think I'll be having my son?
The other day.
And plus, like, I'm a week and a half till my due date, full term. I think you've had it before the due date.
Right.
That baby's like, I'm ready to come out, motherfucker!
Well, and in all honesty, these are questions that I should be answering for the live show. Mm-hmm. But we didn't do the live show this week.
Oh, you guys didn't?
No, we just played some more Warzone.
Okay.
Do you know anyone? Everyone's talking about your hand is Bisexual that make you poly if you're ambidextrous.
God damn it, punk.
What the? That's too many words, sucker.
Your hand is bisexual. It will go for a dick and a pussy. So if you're ambidextrous and you can use both of your hands, would that make your poly? Because you can go for a dick and a pussy. Do you understand now?
Yeah, I get it now.
I'm even half asleep.
I'll smother him while you give him purple nibbles.
Deal.
What does my dad have in common with me?
If you need to fucking take a dump or get a coffee, whatever, now might be a good time.
Oh my god.
What do you call a gay guy on fire? You call it LGTBQQ.
BQQ. Barbecue. That should actually be BBQ. But yeah.
LGBTQT.
At least your dad isn't like Dory and has me memory loss. I don't know. I tend to forget a lot.
Yep.
Luckily, I never forgot my underwear. What was the worst job you ever had? What made you decide to move to Florida? And what's your favorite snack to eat while you stream? Well, my favorite snack to eat is Munchie. No, 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 no.
The next one's gonna be a punch.
Okay, I got it out of my system now. If you poke the bear in prison, the bear happily return the favor when it's time to shower. Remember this, young one.
You think I'd be in a male prison?
Poke the bear, and the bear may poke you back when you're in the shower.
The bear has tried to fuck with me in the shower. The bear has ended up running in fear.
I have gotten you before in the shower, though, a couple times. Just saying. Worst job I ever took. I took this one job. It was like a shipping and receiving job. And it was like for a wire company. You know, like your Ethernet cable.
Mm-hmm.
They would sell cabling like that. And connectors. My God, that guy was a jerk. From day one, he hires me and he's a nice guy. And I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever. No big deal. The first day I start, I mean, the guy's just constantly yelling at me and shit. I'm like, dude, I haven't even jumped on the forklift yet. Why are you yelling at me?
So already day one, you're getting yelled at.
Yeah,
that's a
just for
great
showing
way
up.
to start a new employee.
I endured that for 3 months. Finally, I'm on the forklift one day, and I purposely set a pallet up wrong on like the third row rack because I was like, I'm gonna do this just to piss him off and then walk off the lot. And so I set it up where like it was halfway on the like hanging over the rack, but it was like supported on two sides, so it wasn't gonna like just come crashing down. So, what's the difference between anal sex and a microwave? A microwave doesn't borrow or brown your meat. So, you know, he comes like an hour later, of course. He comes running up to me. Hey, what the fuck did you do here? He just starts ripping into me. And I just looked at him. I'm like, bye. And I walked out the door. I said, you figure out how to fix it. Because the pallet was broken. So it's like the minute you tried to move it, it's just going to all come tumbling down.
Nice.
It was like, yeah, all right, fuck you.
I don't know what my worst job was. Applebee's was the start of bad jobs. Because I worked at Applebee's in the fucking ghetto. Don't get me started when tax season came around. I fucking hated Applebee's at tax season. Because all these families would come in, like all the moms and stuff with like their fucking brood of children. And she's getting like the Bourbon Street steak and everything. oh, they'll just have like one mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Or that if she had 4 kids, they'll have 2 mac and cheese. They're each gonna share.
Yeah.
It's like, motherfucker, you're in here because you just got good texture, and you're here eating a big ass juicy steak, and you're making your kids fight over the fucking mac and cheese. But that was mostly the people. The sushi place was a bitch because I swear the owner was in some illegal shit, or at least getting people into the country. I can't tell you how many times at work, all of a sudden we'd have a new employee, and they didn't speak a fucking lick of English. Not a goddamn word of it, and I had to be the one to teach them English.
Wow.
And then when they thought that they weren't useful anymore, they were shipped off to New York. There was a constant rotating door of employees.
Refugees?
Huh?
Refugees?
I don't know. I could never ask. They couldn't speak English! I had to teach them how to speak English through a fucking menu. I did pretty good with one girl. She was getting there. Although I think the worst one was the second gas station job I ever took. I'd worked in the gas station before. All good. Yeah, not this one, because that one was still more corporate than independently owned. So the cigarette counting was a bitch. Counting everything was a bitch. Their way of doing the closeouts was a bitch. I think I lasted there a month, and then I'm like, I'm not fucking coming back. Especially because I had that job right at the beginning of COVID. Mm-hmm. And I'd gotten sick. I don't know if I had COVID or not. I just know I was fucking sick and I was suffering for it.
Yeah.
And I came in and I told them, yo, I ain't feeling well. Oh, that's fine, so long as you can work. I'm like, we have this pandemic going on right now, and you expect me to work while I'm sick?
Wow.
Honestly, Crispy, the sushi at that job was really fucking delicious. I would order myself some so I could take it home. So the sushi was fucking phenomenal. Just the owners were bastards. Plus, they ended up turning me from a waitress to a hostess because the hostess was the manager's wife. And she saw how many tips I was making as a waitress. And she got jealous that I was making more than her, and demanded that her husband make her a waitress and make me a hostess. Funny thing, almost every day, she walked out with $3 in tips. And she would get so fucking mad that she wasn't making money. She's like, I don't understand why I'm not making money. Bitch, because you don't do your fucking job and no one can understand you. I'm the sweet little baby-faced, blonde-haired white bitch.
With the boobies, and you're the Chinese lady that barely speaks English.
No, she spoke English. She spoke
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
You could actually hold a conversation with her. It was a little broken, but not enough where you couldn't understand her.
Yeah. Since, if you remember that sticker video you sent me, I ordered the duck.
Oh, where'd you find it? I've been looking for it. Send me the link. I showed, Hugger I found this video on TikTok. It's a, bumper sticker. Your eyes are closing. It's a bumper sticker for a Jeep. It's got a duck, or a rubber ducky, in full-blown bondage. Mm-hmm. And it says, duck me harder, daddy.
Oh, God.
I want it just because I drive a Jeep.
With the boobies and the booth.
Says inner count. Inner count? That's just count!
Maybe.
Now, here's the one thing. I don't know how many stories of his past he has told y'all. This is literally how he is. He is literally a fucking pervert. Just in general.
Yes.
All the fucking work stories that you took. The one where the chick was sitting on the edge of your desk.
Oh, yeah. That was like a platter of thigh and ass on my desk, and it was just like...
He has told me the story of things he has said to women.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, he will only say those if he knows he has a good rapport with them.
Yeah.
If y'all are cool. If you're just so having me, like, new employee, first day on job, he ain't gonna fuck with you.
No.
He needs to...
I need to know that you're okay with me harassing you sexually before I can...
Yeah, he needs to make sure you consent to the sexual harassment. If he gets any inkling that you won't like it or you don't like it, he gonna back off. He ain't gonna do that. Everyone else is gonna get it.
Courtney used to be like her and just be like, shut the hell up. No. Let's see here. Who do you think I ordered a sticker for?
Aww.
Well, Intercount can get hit, so he's a mega super pervert on the inside.
Very, very much so.
Morning, Sykes. Oh yeah, no, I'm just flat. I admit it freely. I am a pervert. I have no problems walking up to this woman as my daughter and grabbing her tits.
Actually, I think we said in our live stream, fun fact, he's only actually legitimately grabbed my boobs once.
Just made me out to be a liar. Because I just said I'd have no problem with grabbing your tits. Yeah, he's done it once.
I mean, you've gone to like how I do with you.
Yeah.
You've gone for that, no problem. But you have only ever straight up just once.
Yeah.
And it was funny because it was like 10 seconds later that we're like, this is the first time you've ever grabbed my boobs. But it was for medical because my boobs were feeling and looking weird.
Yeah. One was bigger than the other again.
And it was tilting more to the side.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the fuck's going on with my tits.
Are they still doing it?
I haven't really looked.
Here, I'll look.
Later.
Just stand over there and I'll look for you.
Don't fucking test me. Because my boobs freak me out. I'm losing my slipper. Are they still doing it?
Not as bad, but this one's definitely still bigger than the other one.
Okay, so they're calming down a little bit. Okay. How about the next question? What made you move to Florida?
Desi.
The former sister.
Unfortunately, that's the truth, but I stay in Florida because I actually do enjoy living down here. I had the option either here or Terre Haute, Indiana, and it took a little bit of time to kind of weigh out the options because that's where the loony dude was. But
that would have been funny if you had actually chosen Terre Haute.
Yeah.
Because you know my ass would not be in Terre Haute.
Exactly.
That is...
Well, plus with the way everything's gone down up there, just kind of watching things now.
No, not just that. It's the fact my mother is in Indiana.
Yeah.
Granted, she's on, like, the... I think if I'm guessing correctly, if Terre Haute's over here on Indiana, she's here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's like a 2.5 hour trip.
Yeah.
That's way too close in proximity. So if you had gone to Terre Haute and I had gone here to Florida, I'd be fucked!
No, you'd probably just be living with Savvy and Aiden right now.
Please, God, no.
But, no, I just, I weighed it all out and I wanted to be there with Looney and Justin and everything, but just, no.
I moved down here because I was...
Plus the snow. I didn't want to deal with snow anymore.
I moved down here because I was divorcing my husband and I needed to get the fuck out of there.
She really wanted to get on some daddy-daughter action. Ow!
See what I mean?
See, we love each other. Ow, ow, ow. Come on, just, love me. Ow, 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 ow.
Coffee_girl_104 says, Hi, Count
I was leaving my
Vinha.
husband and I needed to get the fuck out of Dodge. Before I even looked at my family to be an option to help me out, everyone that I knew was offering me assistance. I had an option to go up to Wisconsin. I had an option to go further south in Illinois to Peoria. Game Boy would have fucking loved that. Game Boy's in Peoria. I had an option for Kentucky. I had options all over the fucking country. Only two of my options were actually in Florida. Because you offered me a place.
Yeah.
And then my former sister offered me her place. I ended up taking the option for my former sister because at that time you had Cameron and Seraph here.
Yeah, but you took the option with your former sister because her husband wanted to fuck you.
Yeah.
What's his face acts.
Also because the Cam was constantly after me.
Yeah, that's true too.
Do you know how many times that man said that my room would be in the living room with his so we could have fun in the living room?
He's an idiot.
He literally planned that shit out. But so I moved over there thinking it was
I need to go take a walk.
well,
My thigh just cramped up. I need to stretch out my leg.
you have a little space right here.
Oh.
Just kind of waddle back and forth. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
by
Yeah.
the way, this chair does lean back.
Okay. I just gotta, like, really push it back. I like it better if I could actually, like, lean it back and not have to use my strength to hold it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I moved in with my former sister. Just because at the time we were she's talking about me getting involved with her husband, so I'm like, I might as well live with someone if I'm going to be involved with them. I was with her for like 2 months.
Yeah.
I moved down here in October and I moved in with you literally on Christmas.
On Christmas, yeah.
I literally decided to move in with Dad on Christmas. How was his Christmas present?
Oh, God.
His life has never been the same. Plus, the main reason I chose down here is I'm from Chicago.
We were both done with the fucking cold.
If you know Chicago cold, it seeps into your fucking bones. And you can't get rid of it. I was tired of having to defrost my car every morning in the winter. I was tired of having to trudge through fucking snow, deal with the fucking idiots that don't know how to drive on snow even though they've grown up in this shit.
Walking on ice.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, one snowflake falls from the sky, everyone forgets how to drive. I was tired of that shit. Does Count have a life alert because he's fallen and he can't get up? I should get him one.
No, I don't have a life alert. I haven't fallen. I'm just sitting back here stretching my legs.
I told you stories of when my grandmother had a life alert, right?
Besides, I'd get a life alert and I'd hit the button and nobody would give a shit.
But I've told you about my grandmother's life alert.
Yeah, I think you have.
So my grandma actually did have a life alert, and she set it off on accident twice. She was at a wedding, and she was sitting at the table, and she had leaned forward. Well, her life alert hung around her neck, and it was low. So when she leaned forward, the table pushed the button. Next thing you know, her phone is blowing up. So she answers her neighbor's call. She's like, Laura, what's up? And she's like, Chris, where are you? There's cops and paramedics swarming your house looking for you.
Oh, God.
And she's like, I'm at a wedding. And then she explains that she pressed the buttons by accident. The second time it happened, she had gone out to McDonald's with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was driving. So they get their food. They're driving home, and she's holding the tray of drinks to her chest. The tray of drinks thumps her life alert button. When honestly, if how she described it was true, fucking life alert is really fucking active.
Yeah.
Because the distance from the McDonald's by her to her home, I honestly want to say would maybe be about the same distance as here to the further McDonald's on Hibiscus.
Okay.
Actually, no, closer. Not as...
Well, but Life Alert's supposed to try and contact you first.
They do.
Because that was their commercial in the beginning with the old lady that fell on the
They do try to...
Help! I'm falling and I can't get up!
They do, but the one thing is, Oma never had her phone on sound.
Oh, that's true.
So she could never get to the call.
She was having a really bad episode or something.
Yeah, so they're driving home.
I'll never forget that, because that was funny. Like, I saw that commercial, and then like a few days later I was at school and I fell over, and everybody was kind of looking at me, so I'm like, help, I'm falling and I can't get up, and everybody just started laughing.
But so she presses the button on her way home. I think she might have pressed it when she got the drinks. Because by the time she got home, paramedics and police officers were flooding her house. So she gets out of the car, they run up, they're like, are you Christine? Yes, I am. It's like, your life alert went off. She's like, oh, the drink tray pressed it. I'm sorry.
Get off my lawn.
And every time she said it, she's like, they were very handsome men. Then the second time she had to use, third time, she actually had to fucking use it.
Yeah.
Because she had fallen coming into the house from the garage, and had fractured her arm.
Oh shit.
She fractured it right up here.
And
that's not a fun break, especially for an elderly person. Well, her dumbass did not have it on, so she couldn't get up. So she dragged herself to her room, and her bed had tall posts on it. The life alert was hanging from a post.
Oh god.
So she had to find something to press the button with. And check. Oh, but when the paramedics arrived, they were very, very sexy firefighters.
I need to walk.
Go take a walk.
I'll be right back. Oh shit.
Someone count a case of monster tacos from Jack in the Box.
Fuck yeah, I need one. And some goddamn ultimate bacon cheeseburgers.
Jessica Rabbit says, hey, Count, I'm having Jack in the Box tacos for breakfast.
I hate you, Jessica.
I will not deny that even at work, let's red and bad teeth brick. I won't deny that, so where I work, if there's a function going on downtown, we kind of see where the cops are directing traffic. I will stand at the window and eyeball a cop. I will stand there and be like, hey, he ain't looking too bad. Like, we have the card of a officer that patrols the area. So if anything ever happens, call Ryan. Well, I never called him before, and I kind of looked at my boss. And I held up the card. I'm like, so this is for Ryan in case anything goes wrong. And she's like, yes. I'm like, is Ryan single? She goes, I don't know. I'm like, is Ryan good looking? She's just staring at me. I'm like, I will fuck a cop. I always say, if I am in a situation where I am just screwed over because of a parking ticket, I will fuck a cop to get out of a parking ticket. Do not put it past me. I can close my eyes and pretend they're Norman Reedus. I will let him know about that. He went outside for a walk. His legs are not treating him well. Count's good. He's just cramping right now. What? Is that really that much of a shock that I would openly fuck a cop? So fun story. First time I ever got a major ticket. I'm actually going to shift to Dad's seat now. So funny story. First time I ever had my first ever major ticket. I was actually on my way to the meetup, the first ever Tent Talk in 2019. I'm driving from Illinois to Indiana. I'm in Indiana, and I'm on an open fucking stretch of road. And I have a tendency to drive with a lead foot. Like, I fucking mean it. I am pedal to the fucking metal. So, I'm zooming. I see cars far ahead of me, and I see cars far behind me. So I can judge my speed based on cars around me. And it's one of those stretch of roads where the sign for how fast you should go are few and far between. So I'm going, and all of a sudden, to my right, to my left, I see that there is a cop sitting on the median. So every time I see a cop, I take my foot off the gas pedal, and I just kind of start cruising. Well, evidently I didn't do it fast enough, and I was still going fucking fast. So, berries and cherries, cop pulls me over. I did not feel like dealing with a ticket, and I was already in a bad mood. Me and my husband had a fight, a very bad fight before I had left. So I'm already kind of crying. So a cop comes up and he knocks on the window. He's like, I pulled you over. I'm like, no, officer, I don't. And he goes, you were doing 85 in a 60. I'm like, was I really going that fast? And he's like, yes, you were. Well, I decide to bring on my waterworks. So I start crying. I'm like, me and my husband, we just had a really bad fight. It was not pretty. I'm going to Indiana to stay with some friends so that I am safe for a few days and everything. Yeah, playing it off as though the fight got bad. And the cop literally kind of like walks away for a little bit, comes back, gives me a paper, and he's like, you're going 85 in a 60. But you seem to be in emotional distress. So I dropped it down to say that you were going 10 over the speed limit. He's like, I have to get you for something. So that I'm going to get you for the minimum of it. Also, my registration was out. He's like, I'm going to ignore that. Because you are heading somewhere safe. Just lift up the thingy. He's like, because you're going somewhere safe, I will ignore that your thing is, undone. And he gave me his card, and he's like, if you get pulled over for this, here is my card, have the officer contact me. And I will let them know what's going on and that you are going to a safe space. So yeah, that's sort of how I got a ticket. And honestly, that cop was pretty cute. I gladly would have fucked him to get out of the ticket. Right there on the side of the highway.
Yeah, I'm trying to flex my way into this thing.
They're asking if you need medical alert.
No.
Or medical help. Oh, so I did that. Next question. What's your favorite snack to eat while you stream?
Honestly, cookies.
I was about to say, normally, like, if I come home, I kind of know you really like Chips Ahoy.
Yeah.
Hydrate,
Yes, I
you
did
bastard,
tell Dad that
hydrate!
conversation, Hooker. We gotta hydrate. So, yeah, Dad usually likes cookies. I know he likes Oreos, so every so often if I'm feeling nice, I will bring him home Oreos. Especially, like, when I'm at work, if I'm feeling really nice at work, I'll actually order snacks for everyone. I'll get snacks for myself, and then I'll make sure that there's snacks in the building for everyone, so that there's, goldfish and everything. I'll ask everybody what they like, and I get an assortment. And I get Oreos for him, and I bring them home.
I definitely like my Oreos while I stream.
What did Jessica say?
You gotta scroll with the...
Who's that far?
If it gets me out of it.
You love me because if you didn't, we wouldn't be having Jack in the Box before you get your head popped like a grape.
Exactly. I do love you, Jessica.
Chips you also like.
I do like my chips.
I mean, and the chips are good. For me, I don't really snack when I stream because, I do a different kind of streaming.
She snacks on her toys.
Yes.
Apparently.
Which one I have been ordered to throw away.
Which one do you have to throw away?
It was my double penetration one.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the fuck happened to it. I've never used it before.
Uh-huh.
But when I pulled it out near the base, it looked exceedingly melted.
It's
And it
probably
was
on something hot.
That's the thing. It's been in the tray on top of Jesse's crate. There's nothing hot right there. I don't know what caused that.
Maybe it melted from Jesse ass.
I don't know, but I was about to use it, and all of a sudden all the boys were like, do not fucking put that inside you. So I'm like, I will throw this in the trash and not use it. So now I gotta get a new one of that.
Yes, please.
But if I do have the choice, tacos. I have on multiple occasions eaten tacos.
You just hurt your titty. You want to come over here so I can rub it for you?
How did you hurt your titty? Yes, bring more of the cookies from Sweet Creek.
Please.
He liked them, and so did I.
They were very enjoyable.
Let's go next. If you could only have one type of weather for the rest of your life, which would it be?
The weather we're having currently is perfect, thank you.
That kind of chilly?
Yeah, kind of just maybe a few degrees warmer.
Agreed.
Just a few degrees, though, not too much.
I would like a temperature where I could go out in a t-shirt or a...
Oh, Seraph, I'm surprised you remembered that. I do like those Andes mints.
I would like a weather where I could go out in a t-shirt or a tank top, and in the sun, I feel good. You know, I'm not overheating. I just feel warm. If I'm in the shade or if clouds come, I just put on a light jacket.
See, I like the weather where I can run around in my short sleeve sweaters and shorts.
Oh yeah. So fun fact about Dad with that. So you see that he is wearing his short sleeve sweater right now. Normally, he's wearing a sleeveless sweater. Or shirt. He's usually in a sleeveless shirt. I can't tell you how weird it is when he's sitting outside in his sleeveless shirt and he goes, it's getting kind of chilly. I'm going to go put on my sweatshirt. And he comes out in this!
And this is all I need.
Evidently, like, what, is that like 6 inches?
Maybe, yeah.
That's evidently 6 inches more coverage on the arm is warm to him. That I have never seen this man wear a long sleeve shirt. Ever.
Well, Seraph, you and Tech and Whistling, you guys are always welcome down here. Oh, Coffee Girl's,
Yeah, Seraph, like I said, I would have come up and seen you, but, Angel is a fucking mama bear, and she's fucking terrifying. So, Angel has a rule that no guest who stays there is permitted to leave without a full belly. Hooker only got past that once because she woke up before Angel did and was out the door. But I'm pretty sure that if I had snuck out and left before Angel fed me, she would have ran after my car and flipped my car.
She has that kind of like scary anger, muscular.
You know what I think the thing is? It's her fucking eyes. And you know what I also realized while staying with her? Her eyes remind me so much of my mother.
Of course, you could come and babysit Thor and Jesse for us.
Of course. I mean, Coffee, you told me so many times that you're a dog babysitter. I would happily trust my boys.
We definitely trust you with the boys. Now.
Yes, as in Toby's Pretty Lady. I spent 2 days with them.
Yeah.
Would you guys live in Oklahoma? I don't know. Is there really anything to do in Oklahoma? Besides corn?
There is. I mean, Death lives out there. We know a few people that live out there. There's not much out there, though, to be honest with you. And unless if you're in, like, the major city. But, I mean, to be honest with you, I can't say that I would actually want to live in Oklahoma. There's a few things out there that I'm just not cool with.
Angel is slightly terrifying, but in a good... See, here's the reason
I think Angel's beautiful, and honestly, out of anybody right now, outside of maybe Luna, because I know she's working on it, Angel's probably about the closest to a woman that could pop my head between her thighs. Literally burst my head.
I think one of the reasons that she scares me is because her eyes are so much like my mother's. I realized that when we were sitting in the kitchen staring right at each other,
yeah,
my mother had gray eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes were piercing.
Mm-hmm.
She also wore very thick eyeliner. Angel has piercing eyes and also wears dark eyeliner. So the eyes, and every so often when Angel like tilted her head a certain way, it made me think of my mother.
Yeah.
So there was a couple, actually, what was fucking hilarious is Angel's looking into getting some new glasses. So
how is your titty black and blue?
So when we were at the eye store, she was trying on glasses. At one point, she tries a pair on, and turns to me, and my face went like I actually faltered back slightly.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman behind Angel that
Get
was
your fat ass back here.
That got a reaction. And I'm like, They look beautiful, Angel. They're perfect. And don't get me wrong, they were perfect on Angel. All I saw was my mother staring at me!
Oh, jeez.
I get like PTSD!
Oh, okay. I need that to just stay right there for a little while. How do I make that happen? Oh, we're back. You just stay right there. Oh.
Angel's still at the top of my list for thing I fear, which like I said, I think that I guess there's where Puka would like to do a photo shoot, and I'm like, oh yeah, you and Puka in the same room, I'm fucked.
That would be hot. However, I will say, like, at first I thought Angel was kind of this, I don't want to call her an airhead, but
more sweet,
innocent type.
Oh, no, that woman, she's...
Then when I met her at the meetup, first off, she comes running up, barreling up to me, screaming, "Dad, I need a hug." And that woman started squeezing, and I'm just like, okay, I give you big hugs. So I start hugging her back, and I'm like, all right, I think we're done. So I'm like, nope, I need more hugs. I'm like, oh, shit, okay.
If Angel has more hugs, you give her more hugs.
And then, so the next thing I see is, I think that Sunday morning... she was feeding the animals, and I swear to God, well, actually throughout the whole meetup even, it's like every time she walked somewhere, she was walking like this. It's like,
that's how she walks.
And I'm just like, holy shit, that woman looks like she's gonna kill somebody.
That woman, like, if at the meetup, if I'm walking and I turn my head and I see Angel just so happen to be heading in my direction, she has a walk that makes me run out of her path. I will jump into a bramble bush to get out of her path.
But no, I thought she was a real sweetheart, and, you know, I enjoyed meeting her, and I was like, yeah, you know.
She really is an angel. Very, very kind, caring woman. I literally do not have a negative thing to say about her.
Oh, look, Firestorm decided to grace us with her presence.
Second question.
You need to meet them, Sarah, considering you live like 30 minutes away from them, if that.
I mean, Sarah, the next meetup is on the 20th, 21st, 22nd. They are your days.
Of
October.
There you go.
But, those are the dates. He's letting everyone know about it ahead of time.
Yeah, we got coffee girl hugs. I remember that too.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
Oh, next question. If you could go back to any year you grew up in, what year would you revisit? So I guess...
Well, hold on. Did I only have one type of weather? Oh, okay, never mind. What year would I visit?
So any year that you have any year in your past, what year would you go back and revisit? What was like the best year of your life?
You know, it's gonna sound cheesy, sweetie, but I'm sorry. 2019.
Me. 2019 at the Tent Talk?
Mm-hmm.
Why that?
Actually, it'd be like a mix between 2018 and 2019.
Why that?
Because 2018 is when I went on the road trip and found TikTok, and 2019 is when I came out to the meetup and met everybody. And that's about when everything, like my world, really did start to change. So, hey, Shadowed Wings, how are you?
2018 for me.
I mean, 2018 was an amazing year. That road trip, I mean, I swear.
I think I'd have to agree. 2017, 2018 for me.
But 2019 is when I met everybody. That's when I really started finally getting away from the whole military PTSD, kind of coming out of my shell type of thing. I mean, because like when you guys met me, I was still very standoffish.
You were close, because when you walked up, you were like, I honestly thought originally that you were just very awkward.
Yeah. And
you weren't good at talking.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you walked up and everyone circled you, you were like, I'm here for the meetup. Yeah. A lot of nervous laughter.
Yeah.
And just like side eyes. So I'm like, oh, he's just a very nervous person. Like, that's okay.
That was me watching all four corners of what was going on around me, actually. But,
Yeah, I found out later just how not nervous this man was.
yeah.
Just the stories I have heard from it, how people almost got shot by his hand. I'm like, wait, what?
Actually, a very popular TikToker back at that time. Yep, he almost got shot that night.
Mm-hmm.
I literally had my sights locked in on him, and yeah, if he'd have continued doing what he was doing, he was gonna go home in a bag.
And he had no idea.
And he had no idea. Actually, let me rephrase that. So, I was in my truck. I had him locked in on my scope. My next step was to slide out of my truck and come around the truck and show him that I had him locked in my scope. And if he still persisted, yeah, he'd be going home in a bag.
I don't think I actually laughed because no one ever said anything. I sideswiped the car there. Kind of.
Actually, you want a funny story, and this is something I haven't really told anybody before.
Oh no, Dad means business. If you're doing something he does not like and he has something on him, you're in his sights.
Yeah.
He won't do anything. He ain't gonna pull it. But it's kind of like a just know. This man is calculating.
I operate off of fear for a lot of things. Like the particular AR that I built and had taken to Tent Talk with me. It's basically the live version of the Chimera, but it's built to look really scary. My purpose is if I could take a weapon and point it at you, and it's like, oh fuck, this guy just pointed a howitzer at me, and it gets you to think twice and run away. Then I'm happy.
And that's part of the reason that I went with another reason I went with the Beretta Storm.
The Storm looks like a hand cannon.
Because,
still.
yes, yeah, I do love it. I fell in love with it. It's not like I chose a fucking Desert Eagle for this purpose.
Morning, Ronnie!
But my hope is that, like, look.
So, here, let me tell you the story so you guys understand what I'm talking about here. There was a guy at Tent Talk. His name was Lucian. Okay, and he had come down from Canada with Owl of the North, who you guys all know.
Get that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons.
Yeah.
I'm getting myself a cannon.
She's getting herself a cannon.
I pick it up on Wednesday.
So that night that we're talking about, I don't know what the particulars were behind it, but Lucian and
Jessica had to use you as a threat.
I'm sorry to
say, but I had to use count as a threat on someone a couple months ago. Dude just couldn't take no for an answer, even when I said I only wanted to hang out, but no, he wanted more.
I will drive from Florida to California in a minute. So that night, him and Owl had gotten into a pretty nasty fight in her car. I've been told multiple stories as to why they were in her car. I'm not going to elaborate on that because I don't know what the actual
There was
truth
just an argument happening in her car.
Or
was it outside her car?
Well, no, it started in her car. And then it proceeded to start continuing outside of the car in a very loud and grotesque manner. In which case, I didn't know what the fuck was going on because I was sound asleep in my truck. So it was enough to wake me up from that.
Dad was one of the few people who was sleeping in his truck, not in the tents with the rest of us.
Yeah.
So, God, there was quite a good distance between you and everyone else.
Yeah, but he was also loud enough that everyone else heard him. So everybody else came running up, and then, like, I'll never forget it, Justin. He literally just sees me sitting there like this, and then I just set the safety back on my rifle, and you just see him go, oh fuck.
That's when Justin realized you meant business.
Yeah.
So it's like, with that, you said it's scary enough looking that if someone sees you pull that shit, they're going to back off.
Yeah.
Between, like, a Beretta PX4 Storm and the P365, which I'm going to go try shooting today, the P365 is a great conceal weapon. It's very small and compact. The Beretta Storm ain't!
Yeah.
So my hope is that should it be a case where I feel like someone be more kind of like, whoa, what the fuck? if I pull out the Beretta, then I pull out the P365. Because you kind of think about it, no one's going to sit there and be like, what caliber is that? What kind of gun is that? If you're pointing it at them. So it's not like, I pull out the P365. Oh, what caliber? That P365 is a 380, right?
Huh?
P365 is a 380, right?
It's 9mm.
Oh, it's a 9?
Yeah.
So if or say I had like a 22, no one's going to look, like, see that pointed at them and be like, what caliber is that? Is that a 9, 380, 38 special, 22? No one's
I'm
going
glad to hear that he's left you alone, Jessica, because I really can't afford to drive all the way to California right now.
That actually, because if any of you saw on TikTok, I got followed by this dude who wouldn't stop fucking talking to me while I was going to go pick up lunch. I told Dad about it and everything, and he's like, if it ever happens again, because that dude was talking about the military service, he's like, just act like I'm your husband. Just tell him shit about me and he'll back the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, deal. Because normally, I've always had the thing of, you know, my dad! Guns don't kill people. Dads with pretty daughters do.
Yeah. Yeah, you should let her shoot your S&W there, Sarah. You should look at my shields unless you get an anti-tank rifle. Oh fuck.
That is a quote from an abridged anime.
Oh, I was gonna say I kind of have an anti-tank rifle.
The direct quote is someone gets fire basically in half, and it's like, what the fuck? Oh shit, that's an anti-tank rifle. Oh fuck, that's an anti-tank rifle! Might break her dang wrist. What caliber is it?
It's 40 S&W. She'll be fine.
I shot your 45 and I did fine.
She shot my 45 and
I did really well on that.
she did. She actually really did, Sarah.
Like, I showed it to Toby. Toby does not like 45s, especially 1911s.
You would actually, Sarah, you would actually be quite impressed with your little sister when it comes to shooting.
Like, we were talking, he was saying, like, oh, anyone who owns a fucking 1911, they want it because it's a 1911. Not because it's a good gun, it's just because it's a fucking 1911. So I sent him a picture of my target for the 1911, and he's like, you know what? That's pretty good shooting. How long did it take for you to get back on target?
Yeah.
Because he's like, the reason
That's a good nightmare.
The reason he doesn't like 1911s is they have enough kickback where, boom, now you have to center back on target. You can't just like with his bread, just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, you get a shit ton of bacon. You gotta mix it with the burger. Oh, Luna, Amy, is my phone over there?
Could she handle the Dragunov?
I don't know. We haven't really done rifles or
What are you asking?
anything like that. Where's my phone?
There, your phone? Right there.
Let me see if I can. Oh god.
The closest to a rifle I've ever shot was Toby's son's rifle, but that was a 22. That was basically the Red Rider
Yeah,
BB gun.
we've been working with pretty much just pistols right now.
Yeah, I'm working with just handguns right now because that's my main concern. One day I will look into shotguns. Actually, we were talking about shotguns last night on my stream. They asked when I would get one, and they actually said I could get one now. Big twuck. Big twuck.
I heard Woody Woodpecker and I was like, ooh.
But I don't want a shotgun right now just because I live with Dad. We have a shotgun. It's in Dad's room. And Dad's explaining it's a great home protection. If I ever need it, I know it's here. But when and if I ever get my own place, I will get a shotgun. Nightmare Winter has a question. They said, as someone with autism, I want to practice with a short gun. Any recommendations for me to practice at the gun range? Dad.
Titties.
Dad, you have a question.
titties.
They're not that good titties.
What are you talking about? Yeah, they are.
You have
Those are nice titties.
you have a recommendation question.
I couldn't find the video I wanted to send to Lena.
Nightmare
anyway.
of the winter. As someone with autism, I want to practice with a short pew pew. Any recommendations for me to practice at the range?
Start with something small like a 22 or a 380. Any brand. Like, the one thing that I will say that that Munchie did take my advice on, and she's done very well with, is she found a range that rents guns. So we really were able to start narrowing down the right gun for her.
The way my range is, they have a deal going on. I go in and I can rent any one I want for $15. I just gotta buy the ammo. Well, once I'm done using that one, I go up, I take it up to the front desk, make sure it's clear and everything. I take it up and I say, give me that one. And they give me that one at no freaking charge. So long as I just keep exchanging.
Yeah.
I could take, say, 5 out to the range if I wanted to, but I'm going to be paying $15 for every single one. They're like, you could do that and you would be giving us more money, but we like to save you a quick buck. So all I have to do is, if I do that, I just have to buy my ammo.
But, like, the reason why I tell people to test multiple weapons and multiple calibers is ultimately you're going to be the one having to shoot that gun.
Jessica, blind bitch, can shoot.
Nice. But, like, for example, when we started out doing this, Munchie was getting a lot of advice for different types of guns to use and stuff. I'm a big Glock fan. Seraph's a big S&W fan. Toby's a big
Beretta fan.
Beretta fan.
I know a lot of people who are Springfield fans.
You know, and what it was okay, rent these guns. First it was, okay, rent these guns, find out which one you're most comfortable with. And then it was like, okay, now rent these guns and let's see what caliber you're comfortable with. A bullet that you're comfortable with, until it came to the point where, she made the decision that, and it was her decision.
I feel better with a 9.
Really liked the 9mm PX4 Storm, so that's what she's purchased, and that will be her weapon of choice. Her concealed weapon being, and then the concealed weapon possibly being the 365.
The reason I say possibly is I'm not sure yet. I realized
Yeah, we should, Sarah. We really should.
P365 was one of the first ones I ever shot. So all I knew was how to load it, how to aim it, how to shoot it. That's all I knew. I was holding it wrong. So I kept saying I didn't like the P365 because I felt it was a little snappy. And I realized it's because, and you said it, I was cupping it. I was holding it like this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in and try holding it properly and see if that makes a difference. If that does make a difference, then I will be investing in the P365, and that will be my primary carry.
Sarah, I mean, I've never been a big fan of revolvers. I mean, they're like the LCP, I forget what it is.
Even the guys at the gun store don't recommend revolvers.
Yeah, I mean, they're great for having fun with and plinking, stuff like that, but, I mean, for self-defense, for daily carry, I just never really...
God damn it, Duck.
...really enjoyed the feel of a revolver.
Fucking damn it, Duck.
But, I mean, to each their own. Somebody might actually really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Like Hooker, actually, believe it or not, is one that seems to lean more towards a revolver.
Everyone in fucking Alabama does.
Yeah.
When I was up there telling them I was interested in guns, everyone and their fucking mother was telling me to get a revolver.
Yeah.
Now, here's my personal thing. Don't get me wrong, I love the look of revolvers. I loved shooting Hooker's revolver.
I would buy revolvers to post them right below my fucking ratchet action rifle.
Yeah, the only thing is, I call it stupid, but I feel like a revolver ain't going to be taken fully seriously in a situation.
Right.
And that's probably a stupid thing. I pull out this little revolver. Also, a lot of the concealed revolvers, they're tiny, short barrel, kickback.
Yeah.
I ain't about to deal with that much fucking kickback.
Well, that and like if I'm gonna buy a revolver, like for me, I'm thinking more like for black powder purposes, or a rifle for black powder. If I got really into black powder shooting, then I would definitely look into that kind of stuff for that. But I don't really see a practical. The reason why we've gone to the frames that we have is because we started out with revolvers, with J frames and revolvers, and we've moved to the framing work that we have that is the Glock and everything else now. So, I mean, why go back to the revolver or the J frame when realistically a frame type pistol is now, or a slide type pistol is now what's out there?
That reminds me, at the gun store near me. So we were talking about. I told them how you're a huge Glock fan.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm leaning more towards being a Beretta fan. Mm-hmm. And I was looking in the case and I saw the Springfield Hellcat. Mm-hmm. And he even pointed at it and he mentioned that, and I'm like, I would, but I take what my father says very seriously. I listen to his wisdom, and he's not a fan of the Springfield. And he kind of looks at me and goes, well, why not? And I'm like, if I remember correctly, Dad said, it's not that good of one. Might be a little cheaply made. I'm like, that's why he's a Glock fan. Very reliable. This dude kind of like side-eyes me and goes, I'm a Springfield fan and I fucking hate Glocks.
It's a war.
And I almost wanted to be like, is there another boy I can speak to now? I feel like we're going to have some beef here.
No, it's just a war. Springfield's not a bad weapon. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad weapon. However, you get into that realm, again, where now you're paying for the name, Springfield. And the quality of the weapon, in my opinion, as of late, has gone down. It's still not a bad weapon. It's just...
I'll admit, looking at it, I haven't tried it yet. No. I'm not really that interested in trying it. Here's my personal thing. The reason, I'm sure if I try it, I might fall in love with it.
Yeah.
But I feel like right now, because I haven't tried it, the only reason I would get it is to say I have a Hellcat.
Yeah.
I mean, that just sounds fucking badass.
Well, in all honesty, as far as the Hellcat really goes, my opinion on that, one of my former bosses in Colorado bought the Hellcat for his wife as a concealed carry weapon.
What do you think about the 38 Derringer?
The Derringer is something that I would love to get her, because I think that would be, look it up, Derringer. That's that ultimate cowboy pistol in your bra, pistol in your hip, under your hat type of gun. But Derringers, I love Derringers. And I think, getting her one of those, especially for like a nice, sexy photo shoot, yeah. They're small, compact, 2 shots at most. But you could put those pretty much anywhere. Like, you can hide that in your underwear and you will...
Hey, the other thing, Derringer in hand. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's a little baby.
I got dildos bigger than this!
Uh-huh.
Got...
You know, when you see the lady pull it out...
Oh my god!
Yeah, when you see the lady pull it out and that's it. Or they pull it out from their hat and...
That'd be the thing I threaten small children to just pull up the side of my shirt like...
Yeah.
Just a little, just...
That's you can keep it goddamn near anywhere and it's gonna be hidden.
I just shoved that in a tiny ass thong and no one would know it was there.
Mm-hmm. But it's 2 shots. It's hard to be accurate with it at a far distance, but I mean, if it's a great, it will always be the forever concealed carry.
We do have more questions.
All right.
What is your favorite store to shop at?
Definitely Cabela's.
I like Bass Pro.
Cabela's is Bass Pro, sweetie. It's just Bass Pro bought out Cabela's.
But any other store, like any store, my store, I'm there even on my days off. Like, they know at some point on a Sunday or Monday they're gonna see me.
many times have you told me to shut the hell up? More than I can count.
No one wants to try to count that number.
That number is an insanely high number.
No one wants to try to count that.
How excited would you be if I moved closer to you? Dude, I would fucking be really excited if you moved closer to me. That's death.
Oh, my booty hole.
Death asking that.
Well, I don't know Death very well enough
Death's
to...
good people. Like, he's...
I mean, if you say he's good people, I'm going to take your word for it. I just don't know him enough.
He's on the list with Shannon. Of guys that I'd fuck.
Shannon? Jackson?
Shannon and Jackson and
I
Death.
didn't know you were actually serious about doing that with Shannon. God damn it.
I don't
Stop.
know.
Stop trying to steal my men!
Whatever. I mean, are you calling Death your man now?
No. Just saying,
I'm not
you've
trying to steal
now
Death
been
from you.
flirting with Jackson, and you've now been flirting with
I
Shannon.
haven't officially started flirting with Shannon yet.
Yes,
I was
you
being
have.
respectful of your
yes,
relationship.
you have.
No, I haven't.
Sending him a picture of your ass,
That
saying,
wasn't
"Come
flirting.
get it, big boy."
That wasn't flirting. That was more of a scare tactic that backfired. I am back with leftovers. Yay!
Jessica says her bank account's going to be crying soon because she bought 4 bulk boxes of pixie sticks.
Oh my god. You're going to be on a pixie stick high for a while, aren't you?
You want a pixie stick? My mom says that turns you into a whore. Probably!
If we could clone Firestorm, how many clones could you handle before you had...
You can barely handle the one.
You know what? No. Actually, this is where I'm going to probably shock a lot of people. If I could clone Firestorm, I'd clone her like 50 times and stick her on a desert island by herself. So they can all just sit there and be like, yeah, I'm going to do this. No, let's do this. And he can like sit there and continually have fights with himself and shit and understand how they don't eat tacos.
I like the second question. If you could have dinner with any 2 people on Earth, dead or alive, who would they be and what kind of questions would you ask them?
Bruce Lee. So I would love to have a conversation just on
Martial arts?
no, religion and philosophy. I would like to talk about martial arts with him, but I would want to talk to him about religion and philosophy because I find a lot of what he was saying and doing pretty amazing. That's more of the Taoism.
And
type of
Firestorm says, what if we got organized, though? That's a big, very strong if.
You'd still be on a desert island together, and I don't give a fuck. Stay on your island or I'm going to nuke you.
So Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee and my mother. I miss my mom. I really do.
I feel like if you put your mother and Bruce Lee at a table, Bruce Lee would be terrified of your mother.
No. He would absolutely fall in love with her.
I don't know. She was very tiny.
She was very
and willing
tiny.
to whoop your ass.
No. She was not willing to whip ass. She had the belief of you kill them with kindness. Okay, what I mean by kill them with kindness is you learn how to say fuck you with a smile on your face. When you've mastered that, you can do anything. Because then people fear you because they don't understand how the fear got there.
For me, I think my father, for one. My biological father. And the other... Call me weird, Eminem.
I wouldn't mind sitting down with Eminem, but I don't know. Like I guess I said my mother because I miss her, but
With me, like, I choose my dad because I never knew him. But Eminem, mostly because the man's been through so much fucking shit in his life, and seeing where he is now. Bad hybrid, we know you had a baby.
we've seen it over and over again, and congratulations.
Time to stretch.
Stretch.
Oh, I am stretching. My back is getting stretched right now.
But
And my butt is being vibrated.
Eminem's just a man who has been, or maybe David Bowie. Then again, Chloe would be jealous of me.
You would have to take Chloe with you.
I would have to take Chloe because of David Bowie. But I can't think. Wait, no. I thought of the better person. Robin Williams.
Robin Williams would be an interesting person.
I think it would be fun to have a conversation with both Robin Williams and my father at the
Benjamin
table.
Donald Graham.
Especially because, they both went out the same way.
Yeah. I mean, I guess actor-wise, I would really like to sit down and have a conversation with, like, Tom Hanks. I think that would be amazing. Because I actually just watched a whole thing on YouTube about him. And the dude is, like, genuinely, like, really kind-hearted and sweet. And, like, some of the things he's done with, like, what he's done as far as, like, when he made the movie Apollo 13, how involved he got with NASA and their current space projects and stuff. Chuck Norris and Winston Churchill, nice. Just shot your compound bow, badass.
I've always been interested in archery.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
The only thing is I was never allowed to pursue it because my mother forbid me from doing anything that fires something. I wasn't even permitted slingshots. Then again, for good reason. I was an aggressive child. I was a violent child. I'd probably use it to shoot people.
Archery's a good relaxing.
Yes, but my mom didn't see things as relaxing like that. So, you know how, like, with shooting, you're focused. You're narrowed in on your target.
Yeah.
You're clearing your mind, focusing on that. No, to her, it was, oh, well, that part doesn't matter. You're putting a weapon in the hand. That's what she focused on. So I was never able to do anything that would require focus if it meant I had a dangerous object in my hand.
Stone Cold and The Undertaker, nice.
I want to have a beer with Stone Cold. It was actually so Stone Cold had his own show, the Skullbreaker Ranch. Was it that? Me and my mother would watch that all the fucking time, and I made a joke that I want to try to get on that show, and just stand there, and then when he's going through everyone, like, all right, you little bit, why are you here? Like, what brings you here today? I just want to have a beer with you. I'm gonna go walk down the road to the ranch. I'll see you later. I forfeit. I'm tiny compared to all these motherfuckers. I just want a beer.
Okay. If you could replay any game like it was the first time ever playing it, which game would you choose and why?
Did you already do the runny nose or permanent bad hair day?
Oh.
I
runny nose.
I say bad hair day because I can throw a hat on. Or I can wrap my hair up and I'm fine. Runny nose is fucking annoying, especially because, I work in public retail. No one wants to deal with me having a runny nose.
That's true.
Okay, so now if you could replay any game like it's the first time ever playing it, which game would you choose and why? Dark Souls.
Diablo 2. Diablo 2 was an amazing game for its time.
Ooh, someone says, question is, this one. What is your favorite car and why?
1970 Ford Mustang.
Ford C-Max.
302 4V. Actually, the one I want to own now, that is one of my favorite cars that I've owned. The car that I would want to own now would be a completely custom 1966 Mustang V8 that one of these days I probably need to get started on because it's been a thought in my head since I was like 16 years old.
Ford C-Max for me. I owned that car and I loved it. Bow versus handgun / rifle. What's your favorite? Gun?
Gun over bow. Sorry, Matt. I know you're passionate about your bow.
If animals could talk, which species do you think would be the most annoying?
The species that was most like Zach. What would that be? Like a sloth?
Yeah. No, because they're slow. Birds already have the capability of speech in a way, so I feel like if you really give them the capability of speech, they'd be fucking annoying. A talking bird would just be a munchie. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
One horse-sized duck.
100 duck-sized horses. Here's one thing. You may be able to outrun them if you're fast enough. You wear the right kind of boots. They won't be able to buck at your ankles and cause some damage to your ankles. While they are smaller and strong. Actually, here's where I start getting curious. Do the horses, does their strength shrink with their size, or are they duck-sized horses?
Holy fuck, we got a lot of questions.
Or are the duck-sized horses have their full strength as a full-size horse, just shrunk down? That makes a difference.
What is your favorite character on WoW to play as? Whichever character is that I'm playing right now. I forget what that is.
What is your favorite dinosaur?
Pterodactyl.
I can never pronounce it. It's the one that Ducky was. The duckbill with the crest. That's my favorite one. If you could meet anyone in the world, past or present, who would it be?
It would be the toilet. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. That vibrate mode did a miracle for me there.
By the way, for you to yell, Firestorm says, thoughts on me going to the range. You wouldn't be able to handle it.
Oh. Spurts.
I really hope he didn't actually just shit himself. Yeah, the Paris. I think it's like a Parasaurolophus. Something like that. You good?
No.
Just run the bidet.
I will.
Yep. Okay, that's the fun thing with the bidet. There are some days where I use it and I'm like, oh my god, this is just cooling the fire that is my butthole. But then there are some days where I use it, I'm like, it's making the fire worse! That was actually last night. My ass was on fire.
It's like a massage for the butthole.
It's good sometimes, but other days it feels like it's making it worse. I can never figure out what it is.
Sometimes it feels like the water's too high and it's tearing me a new asshole.
He may have. He may have. But I think it's actually, if I remember it, I have to use the cooter shooter, and I feel better. The butthole feature aims directly at my booty hole. Actually, it also might be because I still have the pressure high. What?
It's fun when the poop hasn't fallen from your ass yet and you hit it with the bidet and it breaks.
I know you like doing that, Dad. Yep, now he's using the bidet. Jessica asked, did you shit yourself?
Did I shit almost?
Almost.
Or when all of a sudden you start bideting and it makes you have to pee.
See, I never get that.
That happens a lot to me.
Dapper says almost isn't good enough.
Hi, Dapper!
Nightmare of the Winter asks, do you need another pair of pants?
I might need some fresh underwear.
You might need some fresh underwear. Well, you still have that laundry you haven't fucking put away.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure there's some boxers in there for you.
Yeah, you might throw me a pair so I can change out while I'm in here?
Yeah, I got you.
I haven't changed my underwear in like 5 days. It's probably about time to.
Dear fucking God, Dad, you're worse than me.
Well, it's not like I sweat a lot.
Ready?
Yeah. Ah, thank you.
Okay, I threw him a new pair of underwear. I tried doing the commando thing yesterday, just because my boxers were dirty. And I realized it's not fun for me to go commando in jeans, because I will rub my crotch raw. I've done that too many times. He has gone commando, and it is terrifying because sometimes the shorts he wears are a little too loose, so I can see them starting to fall, and it's literally like a please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Oh, he's by himself. He is by himself in there. I haven't let the boys out yet. They're coming out in a sec. Thor's doing well.
Where the hell did that come from? I thought I was done. I'm not.
Commando for women just depends on what pants you wear. If I go commando and it's not the right time, I will get, basically, like, raw spots. I mean, think, I got these flaps hanging around.
Did you say raw spots?
Yes! Me going commando, if I'm wearing the wrong pair of jeans, I will rub a raw spot in my coochie.
Wow.
Jessica Rabbit says, never give Count salsa that makes him shit himself.
Give me more, give me more.
I see, thankfully I'm not built like an RB sandwich. Getting out of depression, it's really steps at a time. It's getting out and doing something. Like, you literally kind of have to figure out something that you think would give you some serotonin, and go do it. I mean, I have the spicy page. You're always welcome. Come in during a Tuesday stream. All you see is my tits. Well, at least you would. I mean,
Ass on fire, high desire, washing with my bidet. Ass is dripping from spring bidet, clean as clean yesterday.
Jessica wants to know if she can drink the tequila that's looking at her weird.
No, she needs to throw the tequila away.
Yes, throw the water away, drink the tequila.
No, throw away the tequila. She's been sober for a year and she needs to stay that way. We ain't fucking around with her sobriety.
Her cousin put googly eyes on the tequila bottle.
Oh. Her cousin's an asshole. Jessica has been sober for a year. She can keep going. We are very proud of Jessica's sobriety.
Yeah, let's not have the accidental on purpose accidents. Just says, damn fine, and I'm Mexican. All my family members are assholes. It's in our DNA.
That's fine. I believe in cracking bottles over drunk Mexican members of the family's heads for there being assholes like that.
God damn it, Duck.
Fuck up their world.
God fucking damn it, Duck.
Jessica's worked very hard at being sober for a year. She should be very proud of her sobriety. And fuck them. My daughter, I have emerged from the toilet victorious with fresh underwear.
Good.
Anyway, probably time to end the stream.
Yeah, I was about
for
to say
now.
it's 1.
Yeah. Alright, guys, so
Here, I'm gonna slide over, let you do your thing. Ah!
that sounded wonderful.
You know how to end the stream.
Can you move this over there for me?
Yes.
There we go. Alright. So, well, there we go. Thank you guys so much for being here with us tonight. I don't know what I did, but like I took a dump and then I was bideting my ass and then I had to take a dump again. Good for you, Jessica. I support your decision. It's 5 p.m. here in England. Nice. But I'll be back tonight for some streaming later on, at probably about 6 p.m. Eastern time. No, just a lot of shit. That's all. I was full of it. I feel a lot better, though. Wow. So, we'll probably just be playing some Warzone at that time. But I hope you guys can make it on out, and we'll chat it up and hopefully goof off a little bit. You guys can have some fun watching that. Until then, I will say I hope you guys all have a wonderful day today. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your evening if I don't get to see you tonight. Hope you have a wonderful night's sleep and a great day tomorrow. And until next time, everybody, stay amazing. Big hugs to everyone. Yes, Dapper. Right back at you, too.